the night of October 1st, 2024, around 200 ballistic missiles are fired from the Iranian city of Tabriz, Kasha, Tehran, and Isfahan. The target of these missiles is Nevatim Air Base in Israel, Tel Naf Air Base, and in Tel Aviv, over Mossad headquarters and other Israeli bases in Dimona. Nuclear Research Center. In just 5 to 7 minutes, these missiles cover a distance of about 1,000 miles and enter Israel. Many of the missiles fall due to the interception of the Israeli defense system, but about 32 missiles fall on the Nevatim Air Base. 20 missile Talon and some other missiles fall in Dimna and Tel Aviv. Israel's billion-dollar F-35 jets were parked at these air bases. This was Iran's biggest direct attack on Israel till date, and this was the first attack in which Iran used hypersonic missiles. Hypersonic missiles were used, which are 5 times faster than the speed of sound. Their average speed is 800 kilometers per minute. Now, estimate its speed from this, that if America launches this missile from its eastern side, it will travel in just 18 minutes to China. After these attacks, the situation in the entire Middle East has become very tense. This entire conflict, which started on October 7, 2023, reached its peak when Israel targeted Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran, and then on 27th of September 2024, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah was assassinated in an airstrike in Lebanon itself. Now, since both Hamas and Hezbollah are proxies of Iran, it was obvious that Iran's response would definitely come. But on the other hand, Israel also escalated the matter. Southern Lebanon was also attacked on October 1st, and today, when this video is being made, Israeli jets are continuously carrying out airstrikes on Lebanon's capital Beirut, which was once known as the Pearl of the Middle East. At present, the situation is that Israel defolar. On the one hand, it has clashed with the entire Middle East. On the other hand, it is continuously bombarding Gaza. On the northern side, Israeli forces have entered Lebanon, and a fierce fight is going on there with Hezbollah. The situation is such that Israel is killing 1,000 people in a day. Israel is targeting Lebanon with bombs. On the northeastern side, Israel is also continuously carrying out airstrikes on the Fatam Yun Brigade in Syria. Then if we come towards southern Arabia, here the Yemeni Houthis are choking the Bab el-Mandeb in the Red Sea and are continuously targeting the Israeli, British, and American ships passing through here with drones. Now, in such a situation, Iran has made a direct attack on Israel, after which now a direct fight has started between Israel and Iran. Except Saudi Arabia and Emirates, there's a fire in the Middle East right now, and this fire is going to spread rapidly. Israel's next target is now Iran and Yemen. The question in everyone's mind is how Israel will respond to the Iranian attack on October 1st. Israel wants to target Iranian nuclear power plants and oil refineries. Now, a very interesting development here is that America wants to stop Israel from taking this step. There are many reasons for this. The first and foremost reason is that if Israel attacks Iranian oil infrastructure, in response, Iran will block the Strait of Hormuz, after which all the oil and gas supply coming from the Persian Gulf will end. And the global oil market will crash because 20% of the world's oil and gas supply passes through this point. Iran has already threatened that if there's an attack on its oil refinery, and if Qatar, Kuwait, or UAE involve in any way in this attack, then it will blow up all the oil refineries present in the Persian Gulf. Eastern Asia and Europe are very dependent on this oil. They are highly dependent, and if this supply line gets choked, then it can collapse the economy. The second reason for America to stop Israel is political. In fact, elections are on the horizon in America, and the Democrats do not want Israel to attack anyone, because then America will also have to directly participate in this war. And it can have a bad impact on the Democrats in the elections, because then all the Arab and Muslim votes will be lost from their hands. But on the other hand, if America does not participate in this war, then the Jewish and pro-Israel voters will not vote for Kamala Harris. This is the reason why Donald Trump is openly supporting Netanyahu and pushing him to openly attack Iran and the American administration to help Israel. Now, the Biden administration and the American establishment are badly trapped, and he also seems to be a little angry with Netanyahu. Last week, when Joe Biden was asked whether his friend Netanyahu is playing with the American elections, and is he not allowing the peace deal to happen because it will harm the Democrats, i.e., your party? In response to this, Joe Biden said very uneasily that I don't know what Netanyahu is doing. He should remember that no one has ever done what I have done for Israel in a year. So it seems more obvious that the Biden administration and the American establishment feel that they have been used by Netanyahu and that they have become completely helpless in front of Israel. So far, it seems that Israel will definitely attack Iran before the American elections, so that it can directly drag America into this fire. And when America jumps into this fire, then obviously China and Russia will also have to take sides. And then this war will not just be a war of two countries, but will become a regional war, whose outcome will be very terrible. The thing that has stopped Israel till now is Iran's missile capability, the trailer of which was shown on 1st October. Then on the 5th October 2024, another interesting thing happened, that at around 11 p.m. in the night, there was a 4.6 magnitude earthquake in Iran. The epicenter was Semnan. Then after a few minutes, low-intensity shocks were felt in Israel also. After this, rumors spread everywhere that Iran has conducted nuclear tests in Semnan because there was no prediction of this deluge in the seismic forecast on Iran's side. This news has not been accepted or denied by Iran, but it looks like Iran has an upper hand. On one hand, such precision missile attacks which penetrated Israel's unbeatable missile defense system, and then, now these nuclear tests. Both these things have given Israel something to think about again, because these few missiles have caused loss of billions of dollars to Israel. First of all, jets worth billions of dollars were standing at these air bases. Then to intercept these missiles, the Israeli defense system shot Arrow missiles. The cost of that one missile was $2.5 million. Similarly, the cost of dropping a missile through David's sling is $1 million. And the cost of dropping a missile through Iron Dome is from $20,000 to $100,000. Whereas, in comparison, the cost of Iranian ballistic missile is only $200,000. Whereas Iranian drones are only worth $2,000 to $5,000. So Iran has spent about $200 million and has caused loss of billions of dollars to Israel. Now coming towards Yemen, Iran-backed Houthis control Yemen. And ever since Israel has attacked Gaza, the Yemeni Houthis started attacking with drones and started targeting Israeli and American container ships passing through the Red Sea, in response to which the American and British navies carried out airstrikes on Yemen, which are continuing till date. But the issue is that whenever America or its allies carry out airstrikes on Yemen, the very next day Yemen targets some container ship, due to which Western countries suffer a loss of billions of dollars. Before September 2024, this fighting was going on in a very controlled manner. But then on September 17, something happened that raised alarm bells for Israel and America. Yemeni Houthis hit a hypersonic missile at Israel's capital, Tel Aviv airport, which caused a lot of damage around the airport. Now there is a distance of about 1,200 kilometers between Yemen. The hypersonic missile had covered this distance in just a few minutes. No one was expecting that Yemen would also have hypersonic missiles. So one thing was very clear, that the military technology is being transferred very smoothly from Iran to Yemen. And that is why Yemen is probably a bigger threat to Israel than Hezbollah and Hamas, because it also controls a very important trade choke point of the world. Now, how many hypersonic missiles does Yemen have? This is a gray area. No one has the answer to this. One last question in this huge war of the Middle East is whether Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar will also join this war. Till now, Saudi Arabia and UAE are neutral in this war. And there's a deep political reason for this. The Yemeni Houthi, Hezbollah, and Hamas are Shia military groups and are backed by Iran, while Saudi Arabia and UAE consider these three groups as a threat to themselves. That is why they have not yet openly condemned Israel for the operation against Yemen and Hezbollah. But things can change drastically. If Israel targets Iran's oil field and nuclear plant, then in response, Iran will spread this fire throughout the Middle East. Right now, the entire focus is on Israel's response and the American elections. We feel that Israel will definitely encourage this war before the elections, and then this war between Iran and Israel will become a regional war in which other world powers will also be involved. Things are not looking good for the world at the moment. We pray that the world moves towards peace. As the geopolitical situation develops, we will continue to bring more videos on the Middle East. Till then, take care.